a new project I'm working on. Got to put some air in these tires. They're dry rot, but they'll work here on the farm. And I have to get some caps for the trailer and put some more oil in there, or grease in there. The gears are fine. I mean, the bearings are fine. Just need to oil them. So I'm basically going to build a box trailer here and put the feeder in it and put a dog door in here. It's going to be the automatic feeder. And then I'm going to put a dog door in it so only the dog and the cats can get in. And then of course I'll put a floor on it. It's 6 by 8. So I don't know what I'm going to do as far as this is 3 and or 3 foot wide. I think it's almost 4 foot long. So I could find potentially 2 more pallets like this, but it's hard enough to find those. But this is 6 foot wide long and 3 foot wide, so I thought, well, it'll be essentially 6 by 6 almost, maybe 7 by 6. Closer to 7 by 6, 6.5 by 6. And then I could probably just use pallet boards in between these to make the floor, and then build some walls on it with other pallets and call it good. And then just put a dog door in it and put the automatic feeder in here. It won't be a dog house, but it'll keep the goats out, and it'll give me a little mobile trailer so I can move it around and have me a little portable auger feeder for the dog, so I can feed him automatically. We had him locked up and he ran away. Well, we let him out yesterday and we was gone just a little too long and he ran away. And then he found his way back to the Kaplinger property, so I brought him back today. I'm trying to acclimate him to the land because this is where he needs to be. So maybe this automatic feeder will help program him to the land, because that helps with the cats and the guineas and the chickens and the ducks and the geese when we had those. So maybe this will help him as well. So I'm going to have to keep him cooped up in the goat yard longer than I had planned to acclimate him to the land. But anyway, so this is going to be my portable auger feeder trailer for the dog. Stay tuned. Okay, neither one of them holds there. This one's got a hole in the tire. And this one has a leaky valve stem. Not the core, but around the thingy. Which that I can fix, but it's dry rot anyways. And it's not leaving the land, so it really doesn't need to hold air. That one actually holds a little bit of air. This one, not so much. So I'll make sure that I keep the bearings good. And of course, we'll need some lug nuts. But these are 4.8-12s. I don't know if oh, hey, here we go. Let's see what these are. Because I just ordered some of these. Now these are 5.3s and 12s. Well, it still might fit. These are just high profile, or those are low profile. I might actually have some new tires for those. But what I might do is put the new tires on here and take these old tires and put them on there. Because like I said, this ain't leaving the farm. So that might work out. Yeah. tires on a trailer that's not going to ever leave the land. So I forgot my hammer at Kaplinger, so I'm going to have to go run and get that real quick. Meanwhile, I'll put the dog in the cage, or the pen, so he doesn't follow me back to Kaplinger. And then I'll come back and finish this for him. And go from there. So I already screwed these together. It could be longer, and it probably should be longer, but I'm just gonna put an auger feeder in here anyway. So if I decide to do something else with it later, I can. Basically, yeah, I'm just gonna put some pallet walls, and it's not even gonna have a roof on it. It's just gonna be tall enough where the goats can't get in it, but the dog can. And then I'll be able to top it off by climbing, up on the front maybe. So I'll climb up here, put the food in the top of the auger feeder from the top, and then I'll have like a spot or something in the bottom to catch the food so he can eat, but the goats can't get in. Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. You're a pain in my butt, you know that? I don't know why that dog likes me so much. I'm not a dog person. But stop. Anyways, yeah. So I'll be right back. I might go ahead and leave him here. Maybe he'll stay. I don't know. But if he leaves, I already know where he's going to end up. He's going to end up back at Kaplinger. But I don't know. I don't got time to take him in the back and then bring him and then go back up and do all this other crazy crap. Just going to go. I might have a hammer here. Let me see if I got a hammer here so I don't got to leave. Well, this might work for a doghouse and a feeder. He can basically sleep right here, and then the feeder will be right here. Problem is, it won't have a roof on it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably put a different bottom in here because that's got the big hole there, and I do want it to drain out water if it rains. So I'll probably get one that's got the spout on it so the water will drain out. And then the food will spill in the middle. Not sure how I'm going to actually finish this. I wasn't even sure how I was going to build it. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. But yeah, I'm going to put another pallet that's right here, the same length of that one on this side. And then put another pallet that's the same length of that one on the back side. And then put a door in the other one. I mean, that being said, I can walk on the sides of these, so I could access the feeder from any direction. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but this is what I got so far. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Like I said, it's just a temporary solution anyways, until I build an actual doghouse. I wasn't planning on having a dog, but I got one. He was kind of a rescue, and I think his previous owners were abusive, so I was looking for his previous owners, but now I quit looking and kind of tried to turn him into a farm dog. So we'll see what happens. He's not a bad dog. He's just up my butt all the time, and I don't like that. So, but he's still a puppy. He might grow out of that, and he might turn out to be a good farm dog. Maybe. We'll see. So anyways, here we go. Alright, so far so good. I'm gonna drill some holes in the bottom of this. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. Tucker can get in through these cracks. So what I'll do is cut another door in here somewhere so he can get in there to eat. And then put the auger feeder in here so it'll dump down in here. And then if it rains, I guess. I haven't figured out how I'll put a roof over it yet. I might still be able to do that, but it'll have to be like a temporary roof or something, because I'll have to be able to fill the auger feeder. So I'm also trying not to make this too heavy, because I don't really have a jack on here. I mean, I could put one on here. I've got a few extra spares. I might actually do that. I'm not even sure how heavy this is. So, but anyway, so far so good. Mostly I'm just trying to make it goat proof. So the goats can't get in there, but I'm afraid they still might. Goats are pretty smart and crafty. But, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But, yeah, basically I just want to be able to make sure the dog can get in, but not the goats. And I'll just set the auger feeder to go off at noon, same time the cat feeder goes off, so that way the cats are distracted by their food, and the dog can come and eat his food. And then when I have an extra $1,000, I'll get the goats an automatic feeder too, so they'll be distracted by their food. And everybody will eat around noon, except for the fowl. The fowl eats in the evening, so they return home. So, but who knows? You know, I might set everybody else's feeders to evening as well. But I don't want the fowl to be distracted by this food and not go home. So it's kind of a catch-22. So I might just stick to noon. Mostly I just gotta make it goat proof. That's about it, really. But it's pretty solid. So I just gotta finish putting the auger feeder together. Slap it in there, and then figure out how to put more protection on it so the goats can't get to it. That's about it, really. This side's taller than that side, but I could put something over there to brace another pallet going across this way. So even if the goats do get up there, they can't get in here. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. But temporarily, I mean, this is just temporary anyways. But temporarily, he'll be in the goat yard where the goats are not. trying to get him programmed to this property so he doesn't go back to Kaplinger or wander off. So that's why I'm building this, to help, feed him while I'm on the road, because I'll be going back to work here in a week. And so we're not going to be able to be here at noon to feed him. So he won't eat till evening most days. So, yeah, anyways, I'd like to have him feed at noon, same time the cats do, so the cats aren't trying to eat his food. And he's kind of scared of the cats. So, yeah. So it's coming together. It's coming together. Now I just got to put the auger feeder together and then figure out the rest. And lube the axles so it doesn't get any worse than it already is. And this one's got one lug nut, the other one's got 3, so I'll probably just take one off of there, put it on the other side until I get some more lug nuts. And then I'm going to swap out tires with that one and this one. The rims are the same size, tires are not quite. These tires are junk. These tires are old, and I got new tires for these. So I'll just put these on that one, and then put the new ones on here, and I'll be good to go. I'm starting to figure out how to put a roof on there to where I can still access it and put feed in there. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, bye. So far, so good. I got the entryway cut. I got the holes drilled. I got the jack on there. Now all I gotta do is just figure out how I'm gonna do the rest. I may or may not put sides on it. I may or may not put a roof on it. We'll see. So I'm going down to measure the auger feeder, the height of the auger feeder and the width in the cat house to see what I'm working with, and then I'm gonna go from there. All right, couple things. I got my hubs, cap thingies, and so I'm gonna pack that full of grease. But I got a hub cap with the grease dirt on it, so I can make sure it's good and packed with grease. One thing I forgot: this building is not attached, or wasn't attached to the trailer frame. So it kind of slid off last night. I ratcheted it back on and up more towards the front so it's not back heavy. And then basically tied it down. It's not going to stay mobile like this. I was originally gonna keep it mobile, but now I'm thinking that maybe since it's not attached, I might actually roll it off in the future and make this more of a permanent fixture. But I haven't decided yet. Ideally, I'd like to make this bigger. But I got my auger feeder in there. It's not done yet. I put it mostly together last night. But it was missing a nut, so I had to go to the hardware store to get that so I can finish putting it together this far. And it's mostly put together now. Just got to put the auger part on the bottom, put the lid and the attachment on top. Oh, and I need to get 2 padlocks so I can padlock it closed. Because makes it harder to steal when it's full of product and heavy. So I padlock it so it stays full and heavy, and then people can't steal it. I mean, once that's all said and done, it's going to be in this enclosure, and it'll be a lot harder um, to access, let alone steal. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the two other legs on. Well, first I'm gonna put the auger on there to see if I really need to have it higher, but I think I do. But actually, I don't think I do. It's got like a little. Well, here, I'll show you. I was thinking I needed it taller. The wall's taller, but if I do it this way, it's a little scratched up too because I put it together myself this time. Last time I had help, so I got it kind of scratched up. But this thing's solid otherwise. But anyhow, it's got the auger feeder here, so it'll feed the food out and basically drop it straight down. And then, oh, there it is. There's the little ramp thingy. What I was gonna do, like I have in the cat house, have it put on like this, so it'll feed straight down. But I really don't need to do that. I could probably just let it drop out of here. I could probably do that at the cat house too, and then I don't have to have it as tall. It'll be a lot easier to load and stuff. So I might actually do that. Let's take a little walk, shall we? That dog is scared of everything. There's the cat house. Shoot. No, yeah. I don't know. Anyways. I like to build the dog and the cats a bigger house like the chicken coop. But it's going to be a while before I get to that. That being said, their house doesn't have to be as Fort Knox as the chicken coop one is. I can build them one like the goat house, actually, and it'd be fine. So I might actually do that. Problem is, the cats tend to poop in their house, where the dog, I don't think the dog will. So I'll have to have the cat house close to the chicken coop so that the chickens can go clean up the cat's mess. And then the dog house, they can have it probably closer to the other livestock, like the goats. He's scared of cats. Curious, but scared. I got mad at him earlier because Swirl kept trying to eat his food, so I picked Swirl up to carry her and throw her over the fence. And while I was carrying her, he nipped at me. He nipped me in the leg. And yeah, so that's a problem. But I don't know if he would hurt the cats or not. I'm still a little concerned. But anyway, Fluffy. Yeah, this cat house is kind of nasty. Like I said, they poop in it all the time. It pisses me off. Get back. Linda. Yeah, see, this feeder comes down to this leg. But or that thing comes down all the way down here past this. But if I take that off, I could lower this all the way down to here. I might just do that. And then the feeder will be inside the pool. The cats are ready for their feeding. What time is it? It's not feeding time yet. What time is it? Oh, it's past feeding time. You guys already ate. Fluffy, be nice. Linda, you still don't look very healthy. I took her to Kaplinger so she can heal. Or whatever. What time does this say? $2:00? It's 1:00. Oh, I'll give them 1 second feeding. They act like they're starving. They're fat. Linda, get in there, Linda. Swirl, you don't need any. Get out. Linda, go eat. Yeah, she's healthy enough to run away from me, so she's fine, I guess. Alright, so, yeah. And I got plenty of these totes that I can use. These have been washed enough. I need to put them in the cat house for bedding. Actually, I might put them in the dog house for bedding. Give the dog something to lay on. Once I'm done. Yeah, I collect old clothes for bedding for the animals. Anything that I can't or won't wear anymore, or things that got too many holes in it, I give them to the animals. I found some dog crates on the side of the road packed with some garbage. And the dog crates are in decent shape, so I'm repurposing them. And I burnt most of the garbage, but the clothes, I left it to hang out to wash, God wash, I call it, let God wash it. And I'm going to give it to the animals for bedding. So, not the goats, but the cats and the dog. So, yeah, I'll rotate this little dog feeder house in the goat yards. So I'm trying to keep him penned up so he knows this is home. He won't escape the pens. But if I leave him out too long, he runs off. And he'll go to Kaplinger, which is fine, but he needs to stay here. But he made us worry because he was missing one night. We left him out too long. and he turned up missing. And he ended up at the Kaplinger property the next day. So, oh, I thought that was money. Money! So, anyways, heading back up here to finish working on this contraption. So, it'll be done enough today, and then I can put the sides and the roof on later. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna put that little ramp thingy on it. Call it good. That way it'll stay short. I'll just strap it down so it don't fall over when I move it around and stuff. I'll make it easier to load. And I'm gonna do that with the cat one too. I'm gonna drop it down, however many feet those legs are, take that arm off, and make it easier to top load it. So this is gonna work. It looks a little weird, but it's just temporary. Maybe permanent, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Then I just gotta cut a hole in the door, cut a hole in it for the dog for a door, and it'll be good to go. Well, I've done just about all I can do as far as this auger feeder goes all by myself. I'm gonna have to get help unless there's 3 screws inside that that's sticking down, and I have to fit this up on it and screw them down. It's gonna take at least 2 people. Unless I can maybe super glue those bolts in to hold them still so they don't pop out whenever I push this up against it. Because I can't be up underneath here and push it up while I'm inside pushing down at the same time. So when my nephew gets off out of school or my girlfriend gets off work, I'm going to have them help me put this last piece together, and then we'll top it off with dog food and it'll be ready to go. I got the battery at Kaplinger, so I'll go get that. And then I'll go get some padlocks for it. And then, yeah, it's ready to go. It's ready to go. Then I just got to finish putting the roof on here. I got to go get my tape measure too. My brother just brought home a pallet that might be the length that I need. If it's 6 feet like this one and the other one, I can put it across the top. So what I'll do is find another one the same length as this, set it up here, and run that 6-footer across, and then I'll have my roof, or at least part of it. If I find 2 6-footers, great, then I'll definitely have my roof. And otherwise I'll just use 2x4s or 2x6s for a roof, and then put some sheet metal on it, and it'll be good to go. So yeah, so I guess now I'm gonna work on putting these caps on and filling these with grease, and then later I can come back with a grease gun and top it off, because the bearings seem still good. Everything's just dried up. It's just a really old boat trailer that my grandfather had. Then I'll probably run into town, have the new tires put on these wheels over here, my mom's trailer, And then I might jack this up, put it on blocks, and take these up there at the same time. And basically have them both done at the same time. And then this trailer will be good to go. And all I have to do is put the roof and siding on, and I'll be ready to go. And then, like I said, I'll rotate this between goat yards for the dog to keep him acclimated to the property, and also have him fed automatically at noon. That way we don't have to worry about feeding him. We'll just come here to be social with him. But I want to make sure the goats don't get in there either. And so I'm going to set the timer for noon because I got the cat's feeder going off between 11 and 1. So the cats will migrate to the cat house for their food. And while they're occupied, the dog food feeder will go off, and then he'll be able to eat as well. And he won't be worried about the cats trying to get his food like earlier. So yeah, so far so good, making progress. But this gave me an idea on the cat feeder. I can lower it down a little bit so it's not so high, and make it easier to top it off with cat food. So yeah. And I probably didn't have to have this as high, but the higher it is, the more room I have to work and whatnot. Oh yeah, I gotta get some straps and strap this down. So I'm gonna strap this down to the pallets so it doesn't topple over whenever I move it. And it'll be nice and secure. It won't go anywhere. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anyways. It's pretty heavy as is, and when it gets dog food in it, it's going to be even heavier. So, yeah. But yeah, if I strap the tote, well, if I strap the tote or this down, it's not going to go anywhere. Hey. He's still a puppy. He wants to chew on everything. That's my feeder. That's how much food I give him every day. I probably should give him more, but that's 30 ounces. Probably should give him 32 ounces. But when I get this feeder set up, it's about 5 ounces per second. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll set it for 6 seconds, and then if I think he needs more, then I'll give him more. I might even start him out at 10 seconds, and then maybe end up at 8. See how much food he eats and how much food he needs. And of course, the cats might be stealing some of it because he's scared of them. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's a good dog overall. He's just curious. He's a puppy. You're just a puppy. Okay, back to work. Well, that was a pain in the butt. I couldn't get this one on. Couldn't get the other one on really either. So I might have to take it to a professional and have them do it. I had one of these left, so I just slapped that on there. This one went on better than the other one did, but not much better. I could probably, well, maybe I can't pop it off. So, I guess I'll keep jacking with that and keep trying to get it on. These are really cool though, because you just put a grease gun on there and fill it up, and it's spring loaded. So you can pack it full of grease, and this will come out, and it'll push the grease into the rear bearing, so it'll help lubricate the whole axle, if you will. So I just slapped that on there for temporary. I'm gonna keep jacking with the other one, And maybe I'll end up taking this to my friend who can make sure it goes on right. But anyway, um, yeah. Like I said, this one went on a lot better. So I'll keep jacking with it, see if I can't get it. It looks like it might rain today. So I may be calling it quits a little early today. We'll see. All right. All right. It took me forever, but I finally got it. I put that other cap on because I was going to say screw it. But I ended up getting this one on. I was like, well, if this one go on, that one should go on, right? So I could probably get it on more, but I think it's on as far as it's supposed to go. I don't want to jack it up. But anyway, since I got that one on, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try again. And I did, and I did it. I should have just kept trying instead of getting this one all filthy. But live and learn. So yeah, these I think are the way to go. They're like $25, but it's the way to go. Then all you gotta do is just grease that zert and get out of there. Grease that zert and you're good to go for a while. And it's spring loaded, like I said. There's springs in there. So when you pack it full, it pushes that grease further back. Because there's an inner bearing and an outer bearing. So yeah, now all I gotta do is just put this up on blocks, take the wheels off, take this trailer and the tires I got at Kaplinger to the shop and have them put, oh, I got that other rim too for this one. Have them put the three of the four new tires on this one and then take the old tires off of this one and put them on that one. Because these aren't bad yet, but they're not that new. This one's newer. But I got brand new ones that we just bought. So I thought it was going to come with rims, but it didn't, which kind of sucks. But oh well. Anyway, so we'll have brand new tires for this one. And I'll take the old ones and put them on this one. And yeah, after I don't need this for this doghouse anymore, or dog feeder house, then who knows? I'll probably use it for something else. I might re-rig it and make it a goat feeder, automatic goat feeder, and then I can move it from yard to yard. So who knows? We'll see. This trailer's not really good for much else. Unless I get some Sea-Doos, I can make it make a Sea-Doo trailer out of it, or put like a canoe or kayak rack on it and make it for hauling canoes and kayaks. But I got a longer one in the back that I inherited from my grandparents that I might turn into a canoe trailer. My brother's talking about buying a welder, so we might go to welding on that thing, the other one, and make a canoe trailer out of it. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. Okay, almost done. Got the new tires on. I gotta make this quick though because my battery's low. Got the new caps on. Got the auger feeder in there, ready to go. Got it full of dog food, just need to get a padlock for it. And I'm gonna cut those extra legs. I decided I'm gonna cut them in half and put them on here. And that'll extend it up to maybe right about there. So I'll still have 2-3 feet clearance between the top of this and the roof. And yeah, put some walls on here. He's got a little door right there.
Humpy's got a good house.
So this is his little mobile house until he decides not to leave the property ever again. Then we'll take it off the trailer and potentially use the trailer for something else.
A mobile kitty house.
Something. But yeah, it's nice and secure for now. And then we can rotate it between goat yards. We're gonna basically lock him up in the goat yard that the goats aren't using while we're away, so he doesn't like leave the property. And then while we're here, we let him out and let him run. But each goat yard is like an acre, so that one's just a hair smaller, and this one here is just shy of an acre. So he's got a whole acre almost to run and do whatever he wants for the most part. So I got a pallet here to finish the back. I just need another 6-foot pallet to go across the top for the roof, maybe 2 of them. It's 2 6-foot pallets go across the top for the roof. Then I'll make little doors here so I can get in, but the goats can't. And then basically the only way in and out will be up here and this doorway here. And of course I can adjust these boards here as wide as I need them for the dog to be able to get in, but to keep the goats out. So that's pretty cool. I basically just took this one out. It was right here, moved it over so he could get in. And I don't think the goats can get in. They can get their heads in, but I don't think they'll be able to get in. And the feeder will only feed so much, so he'll eat all of it pretty much by the time the goats get a chance to even figure out what's going on. And I got it set for noon, so the cats will be distracted by their feeder while he's back here eating his food. All right, we got to go to town, but we got to set up enough to where we can at least feed him every day automatically. And I'll finish it as I go. I got to also finish this. So, and still finish the chicken coop. So these are my 3. Oh, I'm still recording. Battery's about to die. So, that's all, folks, for now. Oh, and I guess I got to trim some trees too because this thing's like 9 foot, 10 foot tall now on the trailer. So I got to trim some trees also. Okay, bye.